Good morning, class. I'm back, and this is our English language period. And we are revising pronouns. Yes, we are revising pronouns. And what is pronoun, children? What are pronouns? Pronouns are words that replace noun. Yes, basically, it is a replacement of noun. Now, children, let's see what is demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are those pronouns or those words which we use to point out something, to make something clear. Is it clear, children? So, what are demonstrative pronouns? Demonstrative pronouns used to point out the object or objects they refer to. Okay, the things that they want to specify, the things they want to make it clear, so they point out those things. Okay, and how they point those things? They point out those things by using words like this, that, these, those. Is it clear? So this, these, that, those, these are demonstrative pronouns. Yes, children, is it clear to you? There is nothing much to understand here. It is simply saying that demonstrative pronouns point out something to make it clear or to refer something. And for this purpose, we basically use only four words: this, these, that, those. These are the demonstrative pronouns we use to specify or to refer something. Is it clear, children? Now, what you have to understand here is that this and this and these we use for things which is closer to us, which is near to us. Is it clear, children? Uh, which we are having near, which we are having closer to us. Is it clear? And that and those we use for things to refer which is far away, far away, which is far away. Is it clear, children? Which is at distance. This much is clear. This and these for things which we are having closer, that and those which things which we are having at a distance, at far. This much is clear. Now, let's take few examples. Now, what you can see here in the picture, children, kites, where we see generally kite in sky. So, they are at a distance, they are far away from us. So, those kites, those are kites. Those are kites in the sky because they are far away from us. Is it clear, children? And why not that? Why I am using those? Because they are more than one. They are in plural form. And when something is in plural form, we use those. Is it clear, children? Now, see what is next example. Take this paper. Take this paper to the clerk. Take this paper. This is only one paper. That is why this is singular in number, one in number. That is why we are using here this paper. Take this paper to the clerk. Is it clear? Now let's see the other example. These are beautiful flowers. Why these? Because they are in a plural form. They are more than one. And they are near to us. They are closer to us. That is why these are. These are beautiful flowers. Is it clear? Now let's see what is our next example. That watch is expensive. That watch is expensive. That means this watch must be at a distance from us. Is it clear? This watch must be at a distance or far away from us. Okay, that is why we are pointing that that watch is expensive, that watch is costly. Yes, so that is a demonstrative pronoun, but we use that for singular number. Yes, so this and that. This and that we use for singular number. Those and these we use for plural number. Is it clear, children? This and these we use for things which is closer to us, and those and that we use for things which is far away from us. This much is clear to you all? Now children, after demonstrative pronoun, let's see what is interrogative pronoun. What is interrogative pronoun? Interrogative means to ask questions. And when we ask questions, when we want to know something. So interrogative pronouns are those words that help us to ask questions. Okay. Pronouns interrogative pronouns used to ask questions. Okay, and when we ask question, when we are curious. Yes, when we want to know something like who, whom, which, whose, what. So these are the words, like for example, these are the words who, whom, which, whose, what. It shows curiosity inside us. It shows curiosity inside us. And when we use these questions for these words, sorry, when we use these words for asking questions, so we are curious and we want information. Yes, children, and we want to know more and more about something. So that time when we are curious, when we want to get more information, and when we want to know more and more about something, so what are the words that help us? Words that help us are who, whom, which, whose, what. That is why these words are known as interrogative words or interrogative pronouns when we use in terms of pronouns, children. Is it clear? Yes? Now, so see, when speaker wants to know something, when speaker wants to settle down their curiosity, when speaker wants more and more information, they ask questions about people. How they ask questions about people? By using words who, whom, whose, and which. Yes, and when speaker wants to know oh information, wants to gather information about things or want to know about things, they ask questions by words what and which. Now let's see few examples. Which is your book? Which is your book? What is your strength? How did you want to see? Who has made this painting? Whose work are you doing? Whose work are you doing? So children, these questions are showing curiosity. These questions are telling that you want more and more information. Yes, so whenever we want to know more information, or when we want to gather information, or when we settle down our curiosity, we ask question to get information about things or people. So this much is clear, children. Now let's see. Now children, let's know little more about interrogative pronouns. Little more information about interrogative pronouns. To make this clear, I have taken here three columns: words, ask questions, and questions. In first column, I'll be taking words that help us to know about the things and or about the person. Here in first column words, I'll be taking those interrogative words in pronoun that help us to know more about thing or person. In second column, ask questions about. In this column, we will see that how that word is helping us to frame question about the person or about the thing. In third column, I'll be taking example. Okay, now let's take first example, who. Now, who. Who, we use word who to make questions for asking about person. For asking about person or subject of the sentence. We make question from who. We make questions from who to ask about person. To ask about person or to ask about the subject of the sentence. To ask about the subject of the sentence. For example, children, who was driving the car? For example, who was driving the car? In terms of pronoun, I'll be writing here, he was driving the car. So what is he is here? If I'll ask you, he was driving the car. In this, what is subject? He is subject. What is subject here, children? He is subject here. Yes. So we ask question from who to know about the person and about the subject of the sentence. I'm repeating again, children. We ask question from who to know about the person and about the subject of the sentence. Like here, who was driving the car? He was driving the car. So he is what? Subject of the sentence. Who is what here? Subject of the sentence. Now see what is next word. Whom. Whom when we want to know about object of the sentence. Now children, whom. Whom we make question from whom when we want to know about the person and object of the sentence. Child, remember, whom is also used for making questions when we want to know about the person, but in terms of object. When we ask question from whom, it gives answer for the person and it tells the object of the sentence. Let's see here. Whom is she talking to? Whom is she talking to? So what is whom here? It will be object. How object? See, when we will answer for this question, whom is she talking to? We will be telling she is talking to her. She is talking to her. Yes, children. When I am saying she is will come here. This is will come here. Talking to, this will go her. Full stop. So children, read this. She is talking to her. She is talking to her means what is her is here? Her is object here. So when we ask question from whom to know about the person, it gives answer for the object of the sentence also. Is it clear? Now see the next, whose. When we ask question from this word whose, we are asking about possession. We are asking about the possession, who is the owner. Like, whose dog is running down the street? Whose dog is running down the street? His dog is running down the street. His dog is running around the street. Now see, whose dog? His dog. Yes, children. Now, whose dog is running down the street? His dog is running down the street. And his is what? Possessive pronoun. So, it is telling answer, or it is giving answer for ownership, for possession. Is it clear, children? Now, see what is next word? What? What? When we want to know about the particular person or thing, we make questions from what? When we want to know about the particular person or thing. Like, what is the date today? What we want to know? Date, which is, what is date today? That means today is 24th July. Is it clear, children? So, what is date today? What are you doing? We are asking for the particular thing. Particular, like in this case, we are asking particularly about date. And when I am asking what are you doing, that means I want to know what you are doing. Okay. What particularly this time you are doing. Is it clear, child? Now see next. Which? Thing or person. We frame question from which when we want to know about things or person. See here. Which of these ladies is your mother? Like 3-4 ladies are standing and I want to know who is your mother among them. So how I am going to ask? Which of these lady is your mother? Is it clear, children? This is all about interrogative pronouns. Thank you.